Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching IAllegedly. And got a good one for you today because there's just so much going on right now to talk about. Just worldwide chaos. You know what's funny? That word, people hate that word on my channel. I hate when you use chaos. I don't know how else you guys would describe this, but it's global economic chaos that's going on right now. And we're all experiencing this regardless of where you live right now. First things first, please do not forget to hit the like button. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, we've got a fundraiser for Joseph Dreamhouse, the charity that we are supporting that helps people with food insecurities and gets them money, gets them food, we're giving them money. That's what we're doing. We are having a baseball game at Anaheim Stadium here in California on April 11th. The Angels are going to play the Florida Marlins, and we're selling tickets for $55 a piece, and all the money minus the credit card fees goes to Joseph Dreamhouse, and we've sold a lot of tickets already, guys. So let's get into it. First things first, right now with everything that's happening, think about this incredible 0.25% interest rate increase that I love Peter Schiff. I love Peter Schiff for 1,000 reasons, but I love it for this one in that he said it was the most anticipated rate increase in history and the least effective in history, which I don't know if you can argue that at all, because I think that this is ridiculous. Now, a couple things about Mr. Schiff, and I would love to have him on IAllegedly Live someday, soon. I had no idea that Mr. Schiff is only a year older than me. So that's amazing, first of all. So he and I could have gone to high school together. But that being said, Mr. Schiff has been in the news lately because he ruffled the feathers of Twitter when he commented about Mr. Zelensky's lack of a coat when he addressed Congress and was upset about that. What's funny, guys, about that is the response back and forth. And I thought, okay, this guy's going to leave this alone. And no, he started to respond to people. And if you have an access to a Twitter account, it's definitely worth reading because Mr. Schiff just jabbed him. And it's kind of funny. So chaos in everything is not good, guys. There's no circumstance that chaos is good. I mean, think about this. We have friends, relatives, family members, people we know that live a very chaotic life. And it's just a matter of time until the chaos crash and burns and catches up with them. We see this with individuals, we see this with businesses, we see this with countries, we see this with everything in our lives. And I'll give you a couple of examples. Kanye West right now is a perfect example of someone that is living chaos right now, going through his divorce, completely spiraling out of control, so much so that we're loving this because my kids are sending me this guy's tweets and his Instagram posts and just the insanity that this guy is doing, so much so that Kanye West got banned for 7 days off of Instagram for comments that he made. Now, who's Kanye West? Okay, well, let's go back a little bit. Growing up here in Orange County, there's a man named Dennis Rodman, who is a very famous basketball player. He's a great defender, rebound champion. He was just fantastic. Played for the Chicago Bulls. Dennis Rodman, ended up moving to Newport Beach and would proceed to get 502s and DUIs, whatever you want to call them, over and over again, to where he had to have limos drive him all over the place. But this guy was a complete partier that you would see literally every weekend. You'd see him at restaurants, you'd see him out creating chaos and living this insane life. This guy on his 40th birthday landed a helicopter in Newport Beach to where the pilot, I think he lost his pilot's license. I know he got suspended for a set period of time, but you can't do these. Hey, wouldn't it be great if it landed on the beach and you walked out to your party? How cool would that be? Insane. This guy was one of the first persons to ever put, Dennis Rodman that is, to put cameras in his house where you could pay, I think it was $29 a month. No, I didn't buy it. But you could pay to watch what was going on inside this guy's house, which was insane, to say the least. So again, chaos. It didn't end well. Mr. Rodman bought a restaurant here called Josh Slocum. That was, again, it was a great place to go to, but when you left, you needed a shower, you needed a shot of penicillin. It was just what you needed to do to get through the experience. But that being said, chaos. It was fun, And it was chaotic, but it did not end well for Mr. Rodman. And I ran into him. I took a picture with him like 4 years later when I was running. Used to run every Sunday at Newport Beach. And I ran into him coming out of a bar, the Beach Bowl, at 6:30 in the morning on a Sunday. Okay, hammered. So that being said, chaotic. We've seen this in our lives and in business where you have chaos. I have people that write me all the time and talk about employees that don't show up. And gosh, this guy's the best installer in the world, but he's Otis the drunk. He's constantly a problem. He's constantly late. Otis is always going to be that, guys. You understand that? It's you need to get rid of him and move on. That's the most effective thing that you can do for your business and for your life for situations like this, because it doesn't end well, ever. Now, with what's going on globally right now and everything in this world, we are seeing this in business, we are seeing this internationally, we're seeing this with Russia, we're seeing it with everything. But the Bank of England, and I love the Brits, I love you guys because you're so prim and proper. When you talk about monetary policy and prices increasing, it's just, when you read these articles, they're so nice. But they're talking about, it is anticipated that prices may go up and exceed the 10% level. No, first things first, you guys know this. I have talked to so many people from England that have told me how sky high gas is, how sky high food is, the lack of food, the lack of supplies, everything that you guys are experiencing on a daily and weekly basis is absolutely astronomical. And for you guys the lie that they're telling the Brits right now that inflation could hit 7.9%, it could hit 8% right now. The Bank of England is admitting to 8% today, and they just raised interest rates another 25% to 0.75%. It's not enough, guys. It's just not enough. Inflation with the Russia situation could get to 10%. Well, if you ask anybody in any of these countries, if you saw my email chains, if you saw everything that is sent to me, the pictures, the photos, everything that these people are experiencing, it's the exact same thing you're experiencing in Wisconsin, Phoenix, everywhere. It makes no difference. But again, chaos, guys, global chaos. Now, they want to put control on this. They want to slow this down. They want to figure out what they can do, because this may last longer than we anticipated. No kidding, guys. This is going to be an absolute mess. Now, what the Fed did here in the States was completely ineffective. Now, stock market loves it. Everything's great. You're an idiot, Dan. Things are going to go up. If you guys think that oil is going to stay below $100 a barrel, you are kidding yourself. There are expert after expert talking about it's going to go well above $200, if not $300 a barrel right now. What does gas look like on a worldwide basis when you have $300 gas? Seriously, what does it look like? Tell me, because I want to know. Are we going to see, $15 a gallon gas? Tell me. I don't know. Now, here's something else that you guys have to look forward to. The railway strike in Canada, this may affect all the Canadians right now. Now, if this happens, guys, cars, wheat, fuel, all these things that will not get shipped will not get to their destinations. This is not a problem. Not just the supply chain issues, but the fact that there could be potential railway strikes. That again, Reuters is where I found this one, guys. This is not on my local news and not on your local news. With the 40 different sources that I always research things from, this is a problem that is affecting each and every one of us. And when you look at the global food pricing and you look at the problem with getting things like seeds. I had a woman write to me today saying that they are limiting the amount of seeds that you can buy at a Walmart. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm going to investigate that. But that's insanity, guys. Grow what you want in your garden. Who does that? Okay? So I don't know if that's true or not. Share your thoughts if you're experiencing things like this locally. But I don't want to see things like this. I don't want to hear about stuff like that. You should be able to have a garden. You should grow anything. There's so much that people are doing right now, hydroponically and growing things inside, that you can grow lettuce, you can grow tomatoes, you can grow everything with water. I mean, these water-based systems are very cool. But again, chaos, guys. Everything that's happening right now is absolute chaos. Now, the price of gold. They are talking about seeing the price of gold hit $3,000 an ounce. When will that happen? Who knows? Price of gold is going down. Silver's going down. Get all you can, guys, right now. Get into the mining stocks. Get into the silver. Get into the gold. Hold what you can hold right now, because this is only going to get worse right now. So, you know, there's so much more to cover. I just wanted to get into this and talk about, you know, start this thing off with the global chaos. It's just absolutely beautiful out here today. Absolutely stunning. Bank of New York Mellon, okay? They just announced that, hey, this Russia thing, this is going to be a problem for us. And think about this. We're going to have a revenue hit this year of $100 million. Okay. Well, who figured that into the equation and all this stuff, guys? So you don't think that this is going to be depressionary? You don't think that we're going to see problems with real estate right now? You don't think that these home builders, you know, hey, they talked about how, you know, home starts have never been this high before. Well, that's great, guys. It's absolutely great. The problem that you're seeing is that interest rates right now are going up right now when it comes to real estate. Also, here's another thing that's a real problem. Home starts are one thing, but building permits are down right now. For the latest numbers are from February. So that's kind of a concern, don't you think? Nah, it's no big deal, Dan. I don't have faith in the Fed at all. At all. It's a clown show, okay? And, you know, correct me. Tell me I'm wrong. You know. Sorry, guys. Inflation is not going to go down anytime soon. And the Fed's ridiculous plan of curbing its buying and everything that they say that they were going to do at that last Fed meeting is going to be completely ineffective. There are arguments that gold could hit as high as $10,000 an ounce, which is crazy. There's a great article below. There's also another article from Pierre Andorand, which, look at the experts, okay? People don't like when I refer to Peter Schiff. He's been calling for the end of the world, Dan, forever, okay? For 10 years, Dan, maybe. But look at a guy like Pierre Andorand from Andorand Capital Management. This guy is talking about how oil could easily hit $200 a barrel. Now, if that doesn't freak you out or get you concerned, I don't know what will. So you should really look at something like that and an expert like that and see if it's carrying any weight. Take a look at the article. Everything I talked to you guys about is based on some type of fact, some type of story, some type of personal experience, something. Now, American Airlines, we're talking about chaos earlier. Great news, you're going to be able to get alcohol on American Airlines planes as of April 18th. Now, we've all seen the great videos that came out of the chaos of American Airlines with the booze hounds that fly and inside of a 3-hour flight get so hammered drunk that they are literally fighting, having to be duct taped to a chair, but that's coming back to your next flight. So if you travel after April 18th, you can get yourself a rum and coke and just enjoy yourself and watch the festivities. So share your thoughts and all that stuff, guys. Have you ever seen anybody lose it on a flight? I love hearing these stories. Just share your thoughts, guys. Let me know. This is kind of cool up here. You've got the military memorials and you've got the lookout point. It's really, really beautiful up here. It's really, really nice. Next thing is your stimulus checks. For those of you that got stimulus checks, there are 5 different groups of people that the IRS has said that they're going to call the stimulus checks in. This is horrible, okay? So, you know, if you weren't a citizen, if you weren't eligible, if you cashed grandma's check, probably going to be charged with a felony for that one. But things like that, they are looking for these people now, and they are actively pursuing them. And if you made too much money and you got a stimulus check, they're going to ask for it back. So this is going to happen, guys. It's happening right now. So share your thoughts on this stuff. But again, this is it, guys. If you were entitled to a stimulus check and you did not get it, you will never get this money again if you do not apply for what they call recovery rebate right now. With your 2021 taxes, you can be eligible to get that stimulus check. Now, if you generally don't file a tax return because of your income level, but you think you're eligible for the stimulus check, talk to a tax preparer. Don't do a TurboTax free shenanigan. It's with my brother. He's really good at the computer. Talk to an expert. Every single city has tax preparation for free. Most of the accounting nerds that are CPAs have free services where they help people do their taxes. And again, numbers people love to talk numbers. They love to help people with their taxes. Find these people, find these groups. Last year when we were talking about taxes, I found dozens of these groups and shared them with people, but search free tax help in my county of blank, okay? Start there. But again, if you think that you got cheated out of one of the stimulus checks, last chance, guys, for romance, okay? So talk to your tax preparer and get the advice on that, because even if you didn't have to file, you could file and you could get that money, okay? That's it. So share your thoughts on that, guys. Senator Rick Scott from Florida is proposing two things with the IRS. Number one, he's proposing that they cut their budget in half, 50%. He's also proposing that they completely eliminate the IRS, which I don't think is going to happen, guys, anytime soon. So stories below, it's kind of fascinating. The next thing is that we keep hearing about PPP fraud and PPP investigations. Well, the SBA has done it. They have set up a task force to investigate PPP fraud, and they're on it right now, guys. So this is the best part. This is where trouble is going to come to many people, and that they're going to set up a way of squealing on people. If you work for somebody that you know that bragged about, hey, look at the new car I bought, look at this, look at that, you're going to be able to rat those people out. So chaos, guys. That's what you're going to be able to deliver somebody firsthand. So there's that. There will be, in the coming weeks, I'm sure I will share that with you, how you're going to be able to do that, because it's crazy the amount of abuse that happened with the PPP was especially bad. So share your thoughts on that stuff. The next thing is, I keep getting people sending me different stories now about their auto loans and how when they did buy their car, they got ripped off. You guys, when you buy a car, and you sit down and you get to the finance office, you don't have to agree to anything. I'm not going to pay a documentation fee. I'm not going to pay this. For you to prepare the DMV shenanigans, you want to charge me a fee. Do not say yes to any of that stuff. You can say whatever you want. Now, drove by a Chevy dealer today, and it was on the other side of the street, so I couldn't get the picture, but they said official Chevy lease turn-in spot. So again, guys, they desperately need cars. Turn your car in and get some cash. The other thing is, a lot of people get ripped off when they get auto loans because they have hidden fees and early payoffs and all the stuff that they get stuck with that they don't know about. I found a great link, which is for community banks. It's a list of different community banks that you can search for in your area and see if you have that available to you. So check it out. But this way, community banks are great. Lower fees. They're not. They're not for profit. They do a lot of startup lending. Great place to work with. So, but check that out, guys. If you have any need for money or for a local bank, and they're around the country, guys. Okay. One thing that affects all of us is the price of housing right now. And I love Bank of America because as the building is on fire, they're telling everybody, hey, it's still a good time to buy. Housing prices are going to go up. It's going to be less affordable. You're going to get a lot less home for your money but you should be in the market, and don't let high interest rates deter you from this. And you should go out and you guys should buy a home right now. That's insane right now, guys. So 2023, we may see it taper and slow down a little bit. You guys are kidding yourselves. If you want to sit there and continue to tell people to do this, that's nuts. Now, there's another great story. There's a man named Simon who was on TikTok who decided to move into his office cubicle. Okay? And the cool thing with that, the cool thing with that is Simon said that the company cannot afford to pay him a living wage to where he can afford rent. So he's got no other choice than to move into his office cubicle. Unpacked all his plastic bags of stuff and moved into the office cubicle. Guys, this is crazy right now. This is what we're seeing more and more of right now, guys, is that people cannot afford places to live. You're going to see more family members live together than ever before. You're going to see people get evicted from their homes like you've never seen before. And again, the landlords that I talk to, they are all so sick and tired of the last 2 years and everything that they experienced that they are asking people for blood. You need to have the greatest credit score ever. You need to have a lot of money put down to rent a place. But then again, why don't you own a house if you've got all that? Okay, it's the Affordability Index, blah, blah, blah. So the Affordability Index right now is at the lowest point that it's ever been in the history of record keeping for this. So it is at the worst point. The price of homes is the most expensive it's ever been for every community around the country. This isn't like, oh, this isn't a California thing, it's a Westchester thing. No, guys, this is for everyone. So this is coming to a city near you. And again, the cubicle guy, I love this guy personally, okay? So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Waves are beautiful over here, aren't they? I'm going to finish this video with these last couple stories. I'm just going to wrap them all together. First things first, Elon Musk has said that Tesla is canceling a bond sale right now because he does not see the timing good with the market with the Ukrainian war right now. That's interesting. Now, the other thing is that Elon came out today and said within 7 years, they will have a man on Mars, and it will be as a result of the SpaceX rocket that will land him there. Now, I love this because you get Steve Wozniak, you get Jeff Bezos, you get Sir Richard Branson, you get all these cats that want to be in space, and they all freak out when they hear stuff like that. So again, you just can't make this stuff up. But these guys, there's people hungry right now, and we're raising money for them, and these guys want to go to space. So share your thoughts on that, guys, because I think it's nuts. Now, next thing is Chris Cuomo, who's a complete ass clown, is suing CNN because they fired him, okay? Now, this is great, guys. This is absolute solid gold because he's suing them for $125 million. The story's below, but the best part about this is that, number one, this guy's, they owe him $15 million in his contract. Okay, maybe I would work at CNN, guys. Anyways, so that being said, they owe him $15 million. He is suing them for $125 million. He's thrown everybody under the bus from David Zucker, Jeff Zucker, to Don Lemon, to Jake Tapper, to everybody. So, fun read, solid read. But again, do you like CNN, guys? Do you not like CNN? Did you care about Chris Cuomo? Did you not? But it's funny, man, because now they're feuding right now. So please do not forget to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this with everybody, guys. Don't forget, you have more access to me if you join Patreon. We have a Patreon channel, and we've got an email list also. You can sign up for the email list, which is below. And also, if you'd like to join me at a baseball game on April 11th, I will be there supporting Joseph Dreamhouse. We're going to sell tickets, and we're going to have a great night. If you cannot attend, if you live out of state and you just want to buy a ticket and have the ticket donated, people are doing that. We've sold a bunch of tickets today that way. It was fantastic. So onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.